Made me feel real. I know you in the gym, big guy.
I'm trying to get him in the picture, man.
I appreciate it. Let's run it, bro. Welcome to Focus on Neurosis, hosted by the Modern Manhood Foundation. My guy, Dr. Donnell Cole, bring us in, man. Hey, so welcome to the our new movie premiere that we have going on. My name is Dr. Donnell Cole. I am the co-founder of Modern Manhood Foundation, and our mission is to equip men with skills and tools to grow and build healthy communities. And one of the ways that we do that is we partner with other individuals who have similar like-minded objectives to create healthy communities. So right now we are on the set of
Neurosis.
Yes. So hey, if you guys haven't been tapped in with Notis Studios, you got to tap in. Check them out. Go to notisstudios.com. That's NOTISSTUDIOS.com. And here's why I'm telling you we're on the set, because we're tapping in with one of the co-founders of Modern Manhood. Well, one of the co-founders of Notis Studios, as well as Courtney McLean, who is the star of the movie that we're going to be showing you the teaser for. So here's the thing. When we talk about community wellness, we talk about what Dr. Donnell and I are doing with Modern Manhood. We want to make an impact on the community. So as he said, partnering with organizations and people who are doing the thing is what we do. So let's talk about veterans and stress today, because it's Veterans Day and you're looking at a panel full of them. Yeah. But hold on, first, before we do that, tell for anyone who may not know what Notis Studios is, let's start there and then we'll step into the veterans. So
Notis Studios is a Black-owned and veteran-owned a film production studio here in Oklahoma City. Currently, we are the largest Black-owned film studio in the Midwest.
Come on.
Myself and my business partners, we put together the first and still the only feature film about the Tulsa massacre that happened in Tulsa in 1921. And our goal at Notis Studios is to shine light on things that has been kept in the darkness for a long time, or things people may not have enough information on.
Absolutely.
So every movie that we do has substance to it. It has a point to it, and we're really trying to bring the culture to another level. And we're not all about just making money for ourselves, but we want to bring up small, young, up-and-coming filmmakers and show them that you don't have to go to all these other places. If you live in Oklahoma, come to Notis Studios, make your dreams come true. Let's make these movies.
Listen, when he talks about that, like telling them to come here, I was up here the other day, right? Because we're filming the movie, and you guys had the students from what, Douglas?
Douglas High School.
Yeah.
Historically Black, the oldest Black high school. I just want to point that out.
It's the oldest.
Excuse me. Let me see, there's so many doctors around me. There's doctors on this panel. There's doctors on this right now, and they want to make sure the information is correct. So let me say this correctly. Douglas High School is the oldest high school, period. Okay? Understand that, yes. So all the other high schools around, everybody just wants to be a Trojan. You feel me?
So Notis Studios, our brother Marcus E. Brown, Dr. Dakota Riggins, and their team are actually teaching film right here to our students at Douglas. They're winning like trophies and stuff for their work.
Yes, we currently we won the Fly Film Festival for our film Black Wall Street Burning. We've won 8 other film festivals as well for Black Wall Street Burning. We've been shown in 18 countries as well, and we have won an Emmy for our work on the documentary Seas of Green.
Come on, man. So when we tell you guys,
yes, he also sang a song. It's called Seas of Greenwood. If you haven't heard it, it's on all streaming platforms, and you will travel the Greenwood roads with this brother.
Beautiful voice, man. It's the team effort, man. And so the reason we're sharing all this is because we want you guys to understand that there's some amazing things happening right here in the hometown, and we want you to get involved. Now, today is Veterans Day, right? Shout out to the Marine Corps, my fellow Devil Dog.
One love to the Army, the greatest branch ever.
Army.
Who wants your mates? I was in Navy. We've been up here. It's been a lot of laughs and a lot of fun because being servicemen and being in the military is a fraternity all in and of itself. So we enjoy each other's company. But the real reason that we're talking today and what brings us all together is we're talking about stress awareness, stress management, and the realities of some of those experiences that a lot of us in the service really experience. So we're going to take a little bit of time and talk to you guys about what stress looks like from the serviceman standpoint, because there's a good chance that either you have served, so you're celebrating the Veterans Day today, or a family member, someone you know has served or is served. And we can take a moment to even quietly think about the fact that we got to deal with some stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Courtney, tell us a little bit about your service and kind of what this project means to you in that space.
Service directly related to being in the military.
Yeah.
So, served in the Army, National Guard, be precise. 8 years, and I honestly, did not jump in to be patriotic. I came in already with a career in aerospace, with a master's, a very high security clearance. And I just wanted my student loans repaid, paid off.
Church.
But once I was in, wearing that uniform, it does make you feel a type of way, and you have pride in it, and understanding that one, I'm a Black man first, and that green came, but to be an example for my community that I'm serving in different aspects. And to be a light of possibility was very important for me. Now, once in and seeing the politics, especially being in Oklahoma as a soldier was very hard, because you're still dealing with all the prejudice and the racism and institutionalized racism. But now you've signed a contract where you can't go anywhere. When I was in corporate America, if I'm dealing with racism and such, besides having to take care of my bills, if I want to leave, I can leave. Yeah. You cannot do that in the military. So being in such a structure where I'm continuing to see my white counterparts being promoted over me, and I came in with more leadership experience than them, way more education than them, and then doing their job for them, but they're being promoted over me. And your boy was killing PT. So for me to not be promoted quickly in that space, it was hurtful and frustrating for me, because I was succeeding in every aspect of my life except for the military. And when I speak to other soldiers that live on the East Coast or was in Georgia or such, and I'm like, brother, you would have loved being in the military in a different state, because it was just my battery or command was Black excellence. Yeah. And I didn't see that in Oklahoma. So that was something for me, because I pride myself on working hard and being successful and being a beacon, being a light, because my whole thing is I'm chasing after the ghosts of the educators that I never had. I always wanted to be a role model. I never strayed away from being the role model. I'm cool with that. All the stress, all the pressure that comes with it, give it to me. I'll take it on.
Let's go.
And so being in that space and not being able to be successful like I know I can be, it was hurtful for me. So I need to get it out of there.
You really made a point that there's a lot of stress being in a situation where you feel like you don't have control to change the trajectory that it's going. And that's you throw on top of that our experiences as Black men. It seems like, it can drive you kind of crazy sometimes.
Yeah. And I was finding opportunities. I was a resiliency sergeant. I mentored a lot of young soldiers coming in so they could have like a pathway of understanding where their career could go. Now I work with the Coffee Bunker, shout out to Coffee Bunker in Tulsa, where we help transitioning soldiers out, because once, a lot of veterans, when they get out, they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of resources out there. But how many times have you received a piece of paper with a whole bunch of resources on it, and you just get overwhelmed and you do nothing because you're overwhelmed? Right. So having someone to help you with that pathway to success after you leave the military is very essential. So I'm blessed that I've been a part of that.
It's beautiful. That is dope. So I want you to tell us a little bit about, well, not too much about the movie, right? So you're playing the lead role in the film, and guys, we're going to be sharing the teaser with you guys and the trailer here. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
But tell us about the experience, because your character is a veteran.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna try to be short, because I've been trying to explain to people, especially after the trailer. I'm trying to explain to people without giving too much away. But it's a gentleman who's been very successful in his life, is in a corporate environment, CFO of the largest Black financial institution in the U.S., and he's dealing with some things. I was like, I don't know, man. You tell it, because I feel like I'm gonna tell too much if I start going into it.
The story is about young Tyrell Williams, who is the youngest and CFO at, like you said, largest Black financial company in the country. And he's having some issues because a voice modulated caller has taken his wife. And as he takes his wife, he gives him a series of tasks that he has to complete at his desk. He cannot leave his office. And when those tasks are completed, he then hopefully will receive his wife back. So you go on this journey with Tyrell, trying to navigate what the voice modulated caller wants, but at the same time, you're going through the ups and downs and the emotional swings that he experiences, trying to do things that go against his moral compass as well, doing them for the right reasons because he wants to rescue his wife. So the question is, what would you do if the clock was on you?
Oh, come on, baby. Yeah. You know what?
I would have told too much.
Which of the voice that just draws you in, bro? Come on.
Who needs a trailer after that?
Wait.
You got that recorded? No. You need to
We do now. We haven't recorded. We got you, brother. We got
You
you.
gotta take it back. You gotta say, in a world.
Amazing.
You guys see what we mean when we talk about how we like to bring it all together. We want to not just make some amazing films and really celebrate on the red carpet. We want to really create a space for the community to see themselves, to see their families, to see a reflection, good, bad, and otherwise. So tell us a little bit, Marcus, about how you guys want to affect the community with this project.
Oh, well, with Neurosis, definitely. We want to tap not just mental health, but mental health for veterans as well. Mental health, especially in Black males, is something that people don't think exists. It's like a myth. Go ahead.
What is neurosis for those who may not know? Because
So it has like a long definition, but essentially it's like you're seeing things or you're attaching to things that aren't really there. So you're kind of in your own reality.
Neurosis, it's that state of being so stressed out.
Yeah.
The way you're reacting might or might not be. It's not guaranteed, but it might not be the way that you would react in situations where you feel like you have more. And we can all relate to that. And I don't mean because we're in the military. I mean because as fathers, as you know, as pillars of the community, as guys who have our own vision, our own dreams, our own lives
right now.
with this. Now we can understand that we like to think of things like neurosis and psychological issues as being so separate, right? And so far removed, wherein like this morning, if my car didn't start, I could easily find myself in a state of neurosis. Yeah. So it's important to really see that part of our goal is to bring us closer and bridge that gap. Okay. All right. So, all right, before we get to this trailer.
I like how you broke that down. That was good.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's what I
That's what we did. Yeah, that's what we did.
about it.
And that it happens so often.
I'm excited because this is why one of the reasons I've been so excited to be behind the scenes and to be working on this project, because it's bigger than just the film, which is coming out in February. So you guys
just around the corner.
But and let me speak to Notis Studios real quick. People ask me, "Oh, well, how'd you start acting?"
That's what I was gonna mention.
And this goes back to your question on what it's been like for me to shoot on Neurosis. Man, so I've had the opportunity to work with some bigger production companies and such. Guys been good, especially working with me the past 4 years. I've been able to do some things in acting, but Notis Studios gave me my first shot. You know, I came up in the annals of D9 with Dr. DeCoven Riggins, and I believe my brother from another, Daquan, was like, "Hey man, you need to holler at Mac for Black Wall Street." And I believe, you know, DeCoven checked out different stuff I've been doing with spoken word and was like, "All right, we bring him in." I believe Jacoby had a smaller role, but I think your boy showed out a little bit. I think they evolved the role. Is that?
I'm gonna keep that under wraps.
Okay. But they gave me my first shot, and I did well, And people kept coming to me like, man, you've been taking classes, you know, and I was like, no, this is my first opportunity. Notice gave me my first shot. Now, man, I'm just so appreciative for that, because I honestly never really thought about acting before y'all approached me with the opportunity. And then I got bit by the bug, and just God's been good ever since. And so I just want to say thank you. And the come up is real. Like, you know, when you do work with people and they kind of stay the same and stagnant in the same place, no, they've just continued to evolve with their craft, with their professionalism. And I can, if I want to, I can compare them to the bigger, and it's apples and apples. Like they've been just, but it's family though. So that is so professional. They're on time. They have the scripts. They have the call sheets. Everything is logistically correct. Plus, I'm working with family. So it's just been a blessing, man. A great opportunity.
It's been an honor, man. It's been an honor, definitely.
Look at all that humbleness. Well, you can say thank you. If it wasn't for me, you know. That's beautiful.
But you know, we gotta honor that, because you guys have created something that didn't exist before you got here. And so we share that. You guys, you need to go tap in and get tapped in with their streaming service. We're talking about Black Wall Street Burning. We're talking about Her. We're talking about their tell me about the marriage.
Marriage is so marriage is it's just like a panel discussion dealing with marriage on a Christian level, to show that Christians do go through a lot of issues in marriage, but showing you that how we can get through it, and we attack it from marriage of all different ages, all different amounts of years together, so you can honestly see that no matter what you're going through, you can deal with it, and there's different ways to get out of it. Don't just get divorced because I don't like his voice.
This is a reality show. They're talking about interviews and really going through some of those vulnerable moments with real couples, like real life couples.
That's fine.
So tap in with them and catch up on their first season and get ready for the next season on their streaming platform. You can find all of their work on their streaming platform. And this is a space for local organizations, local artists to get in and put their work out there so that we can celebrate and honor what you're doing. You're going to be seeing our faces more on there too. So we're excited about that. I want you guys to tap in. There's a link in several links underneath this video so that you can get into the game. Also, as businesses, we want you to come in and share your work, share your business, share your brand, your commercials, all of that with us. And so that's going to lead us into this next part. We're finally ready to show the trailer. You guys ready to share?
Let's get it.
We're going to share. This is the first teaser of what Neurosis looks like. So I want you guys to catch on. And after the teaser, I'm going to share some information on how you guys can actually get involved, because like we said, this is a community event and it goes beyond the red carpet. We want to highlight your business. We want to work with you. We want to bring you on the set, right? So you can hang out with us. So let's tap in and catch that trailer.
Hey, I'm not kidding. I do not have time for this.
True words having never been spoken. You are already out of time. And so is she.
She who? Who is this?
Answering her cell phone, Tyrone.
My cell phone is. What? You need to see somebody about this, man. I don't talk about Quentin. You let that. Don't bring it up again. I need food for life. You don't need to do anything for you. I need to talk to my wife. What do you want me to do? No, stop. Yes, stop. What? I'm gonna come get you. I can't believe it. I'm gonna come get you. I just need you to be strong.
So you've heard about the film from Notis Studios and the project. Well, it's time for you to get involved. We want you to become a community partner or producer on the film. You can be an active supporter and integral part of bringing this project to life, well beyond the big screen. Join our production team as a producer or one of our community health supporters and partners. This means you'll be front and center during our community events that are going to highlight and champion mental health. Our stress awareness panel discussions, our resource website where we'll share community resources featuring highlighted producers and partners and supporters. We want you in front of the camera during our mini documentary. Notis Studios will film this documentary focused on mental health professionals in Oklahoma, and it'll play immediately following the film. Also, our brain awareness panel means you'll be center stage for our mental health event, discussing the film's release, themes, and mental health work that's happening right here in our own community. And of course, partnership has its purpose. We partner with Notis Studios. You'll be listed as a producer in the movie credits. You'll also get to see your company and your brand being featured in the scripts on screen. You can have your company commercials played in the theaters for everyone to see. You'll also have access to a VIP private screening party where you can see the movie before it hits theaters. And our partners get free VIP tickets for their whole family to see the movie together, plus more. Join us by becoming a community partner or a producer. Help us champion mental health, support the arts on the red carpet, and share your business or brand on the big screen. To get more information or to secure your partnership, visit notisstudios.com/Neurosis partnership or scan the QR code on the screen now. We can't wait to work with you. We'll see you on the red carpet. All right, guys. So as we kind of wrap up, we're really excited. Let me make sure we got some audio on this feed so we won't run like
Man, bro, please.
Can you guys hear us? If you can hear us, listen, give us a thumbs up, share something, share a comment. Let us know that we're back in as we really wrap this up. I hope you're excited as we are about actually working on this project. As you can see, there are plenty of ways for you to get in the mix, for you to share, be a part of our community. And that's important to us because we know that when this movie hits the red carpet, it's going to be a big deal. But even after the red carpet, just like with our mental health, we need to keep doing the work. So with that, I want to make sure that we honor, our brother right here, Marcus E. Brown, who's one of the co-founders of Notis Studios, who's also a combat vet. And, we're going to have a moment to really talk about, your experience and what that looked like for you. But we got to say thank you because we're glad you're here because we know, we've had conversations about what it took for you to make it and survive through the things that you've been through. So I know that this type of project has a special place for you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, first, y'all all rose y'all right hand too, made me know more special than anybody else. But for me, I went active, take care of all them kids and my wife, and I went to Iraq, went to Afghanistan, I was in Turkey, all them places. So, but it was, I don't want to say a great experience, but I've always said going over there and fighting in that war was an experience you can't pay for. I met some great people, lost some great people, but I got to see a part of the world that I never even thought about before going. So no, it was a great experience in its ways, and like I said, being over there was the worst thing that ever happened to me, because I'm taken care of for the rest of my life because of what happened to me. But I would have preferred it not happen. So yeah.
You guys, this script, this film, the projects that are attached to it, the companies that are supporting it. Let me give a huge shout out to Care for Change, who is one of our community partners. Also, a huge shout out to one of our associate producers, Chemistry Farms. You're going to be seeing and hearing more about their work in the space of what health, mental health, and what wellness looks like as they're working in this community with Notis Studios. So as we sign off, we're going to welcome you guys to reach out to us. Get in the inbox with any of us so that we can get you locked in, but also keep you up to date with what's coming with this movie. Because as we said, in January, we're doing our private screening with our VIP partners and our VIP producers who are coming on board. And in February, we're going to hit the big screen with this movie. And in March, we're going to really have that conversation. So make sure you see the movie so that you don't get hit with the spoilers.
Make sure you talk about the mini documentary.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
When what he's talking about is we're going to be putting together and filming a mini documentary that's going to immediately follow the film. So when you're in the movie theaters, we want to highlight those organizations, those professionals, the counselors, the psychiatrists, those people who are doing the work, because we want people to know that if they see themselves on that screen, that these are the people you can trust to go to. So we're going to be doing a documentary that will be attached to this entire program, and we want to feature your work. So thanks for bringing it up, because like we said, this is bigger than just a movie. A movie.
Yeah. So, and I think just getting the understanding that this is not just a movie, you all. This is a community engagement project where those who are actually actively doing the work in regards to helping people live a higher quality life, in terms of people who advocate for those in mental health, you're given the opportunity to partner with this movie as a project to build a community, because we know reducing stress is more than just tools and techniques. A big part of reducing stress is the resource you have access to in the community that you're a part of. And so by being a producer in this movie, you not only get to highlight your business and your brand, but you're going to be a part of a solution that helps people overcome a lot of these problems that you're going to see our co-star dealing with.
Yeah. And real quick, I want to say to veterans, and for people who don't understand veterans, when we join, we are trained like-mindedly. If we become like a hive mind, the whole point of basic training, they say, is to break you down, to build you up. So they spend weeks getting rid of everything you were taught to be, to turn you into what they want you to be. And then we give years of our life to them. And then they go, now go be normal. And it's hard for us to, you can't turn back into something that you forgot how it was, because now I'm just a soldier. Now I'm just a Marine. Now I'm just in the Navy. Now I'm just an airman. Like, this is what I know. I know how to be Sergeant Brown. This is me. And you have to go back to being Marcus Brown. And who does he even look like? Because I don't know that guy anymore. And it's things out there that we can go to with other veterans we can talk to. But if I don't know the right circles, the right places to go, then I just stay Sergeant Brown at all times. And that's when you get depressed. And that's when, the suicide rates for military is so high. That's why my relationships keep failing. I keep going through all these things because all I know how to be is a soldier. So I really want to say for Neurosis, it's shining a light on what we go through, because our mental health is something that is ignored so much. Just because I'm getting a check doesn't mean that. You got to remember that the healthcare professionals at the VA, they have 1,000 soldiers per doctor. That's why they don't remember your name. They can't remember what you've been through, because I haven't seen you in 8 months. So it's hard for us to get the benefits that we need. So this movie is really shining a light on what we need. We need help. So when I say we need help, I'm not saying throw money at us. Just shake our hand and say thank you for our service. But talk to us. Ask questions. If you know a veteran and you know another veteran, link them up so they can talk and they can have those conversations. So it's important for us to start reaching out with veterans, more than just paying for a meal or shaking hands or just saying a few kind words to us. But try to connect veterans if you know them. Try to really pick our brains and just see, because a lot of us don't know how to reattach to society that we've been out of for years.
Perfect.
Man, we could take this conversation so many directions, and we will. And that's the reason that we're focusing on Neurosis, as we say, because this is a community conversation that has to happen, and it goes beyond just this film. So join us, come and be a part of this. We're excited about what's happening right here. Any last words that you want to share, Brother Courtney Mac Woods McLean, the star of the feature film Neurosis?
No, y'all have said it all. No, I appreciate y'all brothers' intellect and relatability. One thing I will say, piggybacking on resources, is that it's a very, very low percentage of therapists, psychologists that look like us. And one thing about being culturally competent in this space is that, one, as men, as Black men, we thrive in therapeutic community very different than our Eurocentric counterparts. So when we're looking at someone that needs help, one, we rather have community. That's why the barbershop is so essential. That's why the barbershop is so essential. Shout out to Peace Pressure Cookers. Is that we rather deal with our problems amongst our peers in a manner that we can vent, because as Black men, we don't have those safe spaces. So to be able to find someone that's relatable, that can have some type of cultural competency about what you've been through and what you're currently going through, that looks like you, that representation is so important. but you have to have that cultural competency and the professionalism to tie in with that. So when it comes to the resources, when it comes to representation that looks like us, we're looking for that. So if you know it, and you know these resources, tap in with us, because as many therapists and professionals that look like us that we can bring into our ecosystem, that's vital.
And I'm glad you said that, man. That's legit. And I wanna piggyback on that and actually shout out the clinicians of color. The color. Actually, Scenario is going to be on set with us today to kind of give us some insight. So we're excited again about building those partnerships. So exactly what you said about knowing where you can find faces that look like us in those spaces. That's a great place to start. So I'm glad about that. Marcus.
Yes, sir.
Any lasting words as we wrap this up?
So yeah, I love this experience. I mean, I love all the work that you are putting in behind.
Yeah, man.
And you are doing amazing. Just miles. But I do want to give a shout out to my brother, Dr. DeCoven Riggins, because he is my partner in all of these things that go on. But I wouldn't have met you or any of these brothers without him. So, and I was in a dark place when we met. So I want to appreciate him, because like I said, every veteran sometimes you need that person that's going to yank you out, and he doesn't let me lean on my service for why I am the way I am. And he really keeps me grounded in a lot of things, him and the course God. So I really want to shout him out, and of course, give all the glory to God above.
Yeah.
Listen,
Let's go.
beautiful. Donnell, take us out, man.
Hey, man, appreciate you all taking out your time. Listen, take advantage of helping save lives. That's what this is really about. I know, as we all mentioned, it's easy to be wrapped up in a dark space. And as you see people, when it comes to community, man, you can aspire to do amazing things that you probably even know that could happen for you. A freaking Black-owned studio. There's people I've been talking to who didn't even know Notis is even here, and some of the work that they're doing. So not only are you partnering on a dope project, but you're partnering on an organization who is only just breaking ground floor, I believe. I believe from this point forward, it's only going to get bigger and bigger. So why not be a part of something that you know is going to be creating tremendous amount of success as going further? And I mean, we all we got, so why not do it as a family, right? That's it.
Listen, we appreciate it. We're going to shout out Modern Manhood Foundation.
Let's go, baby.
You guys, we're excited to actually be on this space and to be able to share in these conversations and to host these for and with you. So look forward to more conversations. Look forward to more of this series of the focus on neurosis as we are building up to this movie really coming together. So find us at manhoodmasterclass.com. Of course, visit notisstudios.com.
Yes.
Check out Courtney Macwoods McLean. You guys see, he's an actor, he's an advocate, he is a spoken word artist,
mentor,
Emmy-winning artist, he is a Grammy considered artist. His work, Pressure Cookers, is amazing. If you have not seen it, heard it, or had any of it, you need to go and stream it right now on our platform.
Go to Apple Music if you got an iPhone, if you have an Android. What do y'all listen to on Android?
We listen to Spotify. It's all good. Y'all better tap in with this brother while you still can. He getting up there. He getting up there.
Listen, I'm telling y'all, we have some legends. Tap in with them. Tap in. Pique their brain. Ask them questions. But support, man. Get down with the movement.
Shout out to Ron Bernstein and to Mariah Brown. Listen, this is going to be an amazing experience. You guys go find that trailer on YouTube.
Oh, and you can get Dr. Damon singing Greenwood Rose on the Caesar Greenwood soundtrack. Is the Emmy-winning soundtrack is available on all streaming platforms as well. Just type in Caesar Greenwood, and the Black Wall Street soundtrack is also available on all streaming platforms.
My brother's winning Grammy and
so we out here.
I need Oklahoma to pay attention to the legends we have. Man, I tell people all the time, we praise Nipsey, and Nipsey, RIP, he never came to Oklahoma. We have our own Nipseys. We have our own legends right here. I need y'all to pay attention.
That's it, man.
That's it.
We appreciate you guys. We got to get back to work. So catch us on the next time. Focus on neurosis.